The calendar may say autumn, but temperatures are still pretty sweltering here in North Florida. But the good news, the radar is clear. Still, hydration will be key today at TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Throwing on first down. Keys. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before... taken down.
Good for a Jaguars. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. Back to throw. Keys. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Here now is second and 10, again from the 41. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the gun, Keys. And that'll bring up fourth down as his Cincy defense stands up on third.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. Looking to throw. Keys. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Jags come up empty on fourth down. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here first and 10 at the 31-yard line. Off of play action, he'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Riley Harrison. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. A throw for Westbrook, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions quickly go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
On the pickup.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 7 yards there and a first down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Tackle by the corner, C.J. Henderson.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Now an option play on 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. After the penalty, it's Mixon. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Back to Mixon on first down. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And this is caught at the 8. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead. Point after try forthcoming. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals.
Makes the score Bengals 7, Jaguars nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan.
That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. It's a big play for the Jaguars. And even 60 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Back to throw. Keys. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Operating from the gun. Keys. And he's got it. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. D.D. Westbrook, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up.
The kick in.
And he's able to put it through.
That ties the game at 7. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Bengals drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, in every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Touchdown.
A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead.
The kicker on for the extra point.
Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive.
This is caught at the 20, and they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 57 yards. Field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Jaguars 7.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the gun, Keys. His throw caught at about the 5. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. Ingram. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line.
Not a lot of headway on that carry, but when you're dealing with a defensive line that can cover up your center, sometimes you got to think about getting out of that play. Not going to be a lot of space when that happens.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. The quick slant caught, and he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Noah Fant, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. Lambeau on for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14. Josh Lambeau to kick off for
this one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. Now Burrow to throw on second down. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
Third down. And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on fourth down. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth.
Cincinnati.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. The quick throw by Burrow is complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes, but receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Throw left side complete. It's Frazier. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
Bengal first down.
From the gun to give to Mixon. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
Remember, as they try to run the ball down here, Charles, this is the number 2 rush defense in the league.
So do you accept the challenge up front? Do you get your offensive line together, get your tight end in the ball game and say, I don't care that they're number 2. Let's go ahead and show them that we can run the ball anyway? Or do you do the best thing and throw the darn thing and try and get in the end zone?
Maybe that's wiser. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Can't afford another delay here as they come up again on 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Complete.
Joe Mixon with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bengals have broken our tie as they take the lead. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Makes the score Bengals 21, Jaguars 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives, so a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator is a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that?
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Operating from the gun. Keys. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
To throw again. Keys. Looking for Chark again. This time he's got him. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's back in 60. 57's Mike 57.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is what every back in the league is supposed to do, exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, Keys. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
He's got his big tight end, Fant. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
He's not going to get me.
Looking to throw. Keys. And it's caught. And now Miller hit, and he fumbles. And the Bengals have recovered it.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by Cincinnati.
So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football. Sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46.
Mixon, the ball carrier. He was tackled at the 46-yard line. It's a gain of a yard.
3rd and 2, now Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This is taken at about the 14. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10.
17-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. From the gun, Keys. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been stuck in neutral much of the game. And on that last play, they actually went in reverse. I think this crowd would have liked neutral, don't you?
Yeah, neutral would have strongly been preferred. They'll take anything positive at this point.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Operating from the gun, Keys.
And he'll let this one go deep.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. Lambo to add on the extra point. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
That ties the game at 21 apiece. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
Here's Burrow. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play there on the catch and run. 54 yards.
Bengals.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
It's 2nd and 8.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. It's Mixon on the counter, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, Burrow.
They're looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted.
Picked off at the 19. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone That means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went in the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
On second down, here's Burrow. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Tack McKinley made his way into the backfield. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down. They'll go for it. Burrow. And that is caught. He's got his running back downfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards, a big play there on fourth.
First down.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Burrow looking to pass. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. Boy, how about that one? He reeled it in one-handed for a touchdown. He's been a frequent target, and with catches like that, one-handed in the end zone, I'd keep going his way.
And he's doing it every which way, isn't he? 2 hands, and in this case, we just saw it with 1 hand. Almost reminds me of a great return of service guy in tennis. No matter how you whack it at him, it comes back at you. In this case, he just envelops it and brings it in.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the gun, Keys. This is Chenault on the receiving end. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
The 40-yard line.
On first down, Keys. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Back to throw. Keys on the slant. This is Chark. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
Third down.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll look to throw again. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Looking to throw. Keys. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A gain of 32 that time.
The dynamic duo is doing damage in this one, and they've certainly been on point throughout. And they hook up again for another big play.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And the Jags are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets them down to about the 4-yard line. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And no movement for the field goal unit to break this tie. They're going to go for this thing. 4th and goal. Here we go. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Mark Ingram with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars have moved out in front. And Charles, maybe that's one they had dialed up. Hey, if we're in a 4th and goal situation, we're going to our muscle.
And you can feel the boom, boom, boom all the way up here where we sit. The earth was shaking, and he found his way into the end zone.
Yeah, but that's such a great guy to have around the goal line, isn't it?
Indeed it is. It's a great extra dimension to add to your offense. When you can finish things with power, that's hard for a defense to deal with.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
6-yard line.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Open man is Ross, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Now Joe Mixon. They get the penalty yardage back plus a yard. 6-yard gain, and it's 2nd and 9.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Frazier. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing. And they got it done.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Well, Brandon, we always always know that once you score one touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Joe Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
To Joe Mixon.
Joe Mixon, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th.
35-35.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Back to throw. Keys. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Kamara. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 11 yards there, 1st down.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. So now the onus will fall on the shoulders of Josh Lambo. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And his kick is right there. It's good, and it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
Today's final score.
So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Jacksonville, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again.